Okay. Uh-huh. And okay, can you please introduce yourself and tell me your first and last name, Chinese?
Okay. My name is Yize Chen, and I'm 15 years old. And my school is well, it is a famous school in my hometown, and I can get a good academic record in my school. And uh, uh, well, uh, I am my social network is very wide in my school. I have lots of friends, and in my class, when my classmates want to make some decisions, they will ask me first. And also in the school, if some students want to make some decisions or set up some club activities, they will ask me for advice too. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I like playing basketball, football, and also I can play piano too. Yeah. Uh, I think I'm playing basketball very well because I'm in a professional basketball team in my hometown, and I have played piano for like 5 years, uh, and I also like to play the robots. I have joined lots of robotic competitions and win some awards. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Wow, very good self-introduction. Can you tell me what grade you're currently in right now?
Grade 9.
Okay, and you're applying to grade 10, that's correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever taken any English exams like TOEFL or
Yeah.
SSAT?
Total.
Okay, and what was your score?
72.
Okay, that's what I have on record. That's okay, that's not bad. um, so tell me more about your robot competitions. What was that about? Is that something that you joined in school or you do that personally in your own time?
I joined school.
Mm-hmm.
I joined the competition with my mates. I have joined the competition in my city and the country, and also the world competition.
A world competition.
Yeah.
Wow. What was the name of that competition?
Uh, well, after the name, but it was held in the year before last year, and it was in the city Anaheim. It's in
Anaheim.
Los Angeles.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
came
the
to
VX.
so you came to America last year to participate in that robotics
Yeah.
competition. And did you
Yeah.
win?
No,
No. Okay, but you
we
participated.
didn't do very well. Because there's something wrong with our robot. Something is broken and we didn't know it before
Oh. Wow. What kind of robot did you build?
the VEX.
And can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Uh,
How long did it take? How did you get the idea for it? How did you prepare it?
uh, uh, we have prepared it for like uh, more than 1 year for the competition. And our mission is to collect some send back to some places and it will cost to transport. Uh, uh, it is not so difficult. So uh, the whole the whole robot is made of metal, and uh, it is. I think the robot is big.
The robot is big. What did you say?
Yeah, it's big.
Oh, okay. How big was it?
Uh, I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, what were the capabilities of the robot? Was it just something that could like walk on its own, or what were some of the features of the robot?
We control the robot, and
Hmm.
the robot can do some special missions like pack something or put something to another place.
Wow. So that took, and you did that with the team or by yourself?
uh, by my team, with team.
Okay. That's amazing that you did that when you were in what, eighth grade? 14 years old?
Oh, I started with in uh, 12 years old.
You started doing that. Oh,
Yes,
wow.
that's right.
How did you become interested in building robots?
Of course, at first I think it is very cool because the robot looks very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined it, and then I find that I'm good at it. I have some gift, I think, about it. So I choose to join the robot competition.
Oh, wow. That's really amazing. Is that something that you plan to pursue and keep on doing, or was it just a fun hobby?
Uh, well, I think just a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to continue to do it uh, uh, to let the robot become my job, just a hobby.
Oh, do you have different plans or ideas for what you would like to have as your job then?
Yeah, I want to be a businessman. But at first, I want to be some like a basketball player or or to like movie star or a singer to gain enough things. Then I can, if I want to set up my own company, it will be easy for me to let others know my company.
So you want to be famous.
Yeah,
um,
most people want to be famous.
yeah. Why do you want to be famous?
Because uh, if I'm famous, I can be more influential. That I can like I can be influential. And I can influence others to make this world better.
Oh wow, that is a very very noble attitude to have. Is there somebody who inspired you to think this way?
Uh,
Somebody or something?
well, uh, it's difficult to say because uh, nobody really makes me want to do it. Just I saw others in my country. They are not so polite or they are not very honest sometimes. I hate it. So I want to be influential and change others' mind
Mm-hmm.
so they can be better.
Hmm. What are some things that you do currently that you feel like inspires some good changes in the world?
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, no, because I was student this time.
Not yet. You're still building yourself. Okay. Like, for example, some students like to participate in volunteering activities or charity or anything or something like that. And that's a good way some people practice that.
Oh, last year, I went to, uh, last year, I sell some newspapers with my friend, and then we give the money to the poor people in some poor places. We give
Wow.
them money.
How did you get the idea for that?
Well, I have seen this idea in a novel. That I think it is very interesting. So
Hmm.
I saw this.
And how did it make you feel when you and your friends um, had this idea and did that?
Uh, at first, my friend think I must be crazy because they think uh, they are a little bit shy. They don't want to sell things to others in the street because they need to tell them that can you buy this newspaper like that. So they don't think it is a good idea. So then I some weeks,
Mm.
tell them the advantage of this activity to join.
Wow, so you were the leader.
Yeah.
Are you oftentimes the leader in different teams or activities that you participate in?
Yeah, and most time I'm leader because uh, I can come up with some uh, some amazing ideas, but
Mm-hmm.
but uh, if I need to do it, maybe I can't because uh, yeah, because, if I need to do it, maybe I can do it very well. But if you want me to uh, come up with ideas, I can, and I can also lead others to do it. So most time I'm leader.
Mm. What are some examples of activities where you were the leader?
Um, yeah, the newspaper selling and also the Robots Club in my primary school. I set up it by myself.
Wow.
At first, there isn't this club in my school, but then I found it very interesting, so I started set up it.
Wow, that's really
I
amazing.
find the code by myself.
Yeah. Um, well, it sounds like, your future goals and some of the qualities that you already have now. It sounds like in the future, maybe you could be a great leader.
Um,
Yeah. Is that something that you are pursuing? Is that something that you would like for yourself?
um, well, I don't know how to answer this question.
How about think about 10 years in the future from now? What do you see yourself doing? Or where do you hope to be? Where do you hope to be?
Okay. I want to set up a Chinese culture club in my high school. There isn't. So I want to set up one because I'm Chinese, and so I know Chinese culture very well, and I want to tell others about our country.
Mm-hmm.
To introduce the country China, and I also want to join the basketball club in my school because I like playing basketball very well, and I am good at it.
Okay, well, think about 10 years from now, though. So after 10 years, you'll be all done with school. Well, high school. Yeah, 10 years from now. A little bit further into the future.
Okay, I want to join the entertainment or some people was there. After a few years, yeah, then I will start my own company because if I can be the very famous like sports player or singer like that, so I can gain lots of fame. Then my company will very well known. So it will be convenient for me to start my next job. And I think I can sell things or something like a lot.
What kind of company would you like to have?
Uh, I haven't decided yet because uh, everything is changing in the world. Maybe there will be some new things appear in 15 years from now. I'm not sure.
That's very true. I think your robot competition skills might come in handy then. Okay, so what has your English education been until now? Did you take any additional special English classes? Your English is so good.
Thanks. Because I have learned English for uh, maybe for 7 years.
7 years.
Uh, it is yeah 7 years since I was grade three. Yeah. Uh, well, like because it is not a special English class. Because uh, uh, there are foreigner teachers there in my English school, and because I had time, so I went there a lot, and I also interested in English, so I studied English very hard. My English can be better than others.
So, what do you think what do you think made your English better than some of your friends? What did you do differently from them to study harder?
Um, the first is I am interested in English, so I can study hard and well, I listen to English music and I will try to understand the words in it by listening, not just read the words. And I also watch the English movie.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah. So and I will try to understand it too. And also, if I saw an article by English article, I will read it at first, and then I will try to tell others about this, about the article, not just to read it to others. I will try to tell it and use some words by myself.
Wow, those are really great methods and techniques that you used. So, have you ever had like a conversation tutor or anything?
Uh, English conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, yeah, I have a lot. Of course, I have went to other countries. I will need to have English conversation.
Yeah, that's great. I feel like that has been very effective for you. So you should probably keep that up until you come here. So you said you came to America last year for the robot competition. Were there any other times when you came to America? Or was that the only time?
No, I have only come to America one time.
Hi, nice to meet you. I am
Lots of
Matt.
other countries.
Okay.
Australia.
Oh. Did you ever do any extended trips there or study English programs there or just for traveling and vacation?
Traveling and study English. First, I came there uh, with my classmates because it is a trip from my school. My school had it, so I go there and I also have some English classes.
Oh, how long did you take English classes in Australia for?
Uh, for 7 days, 1 week.
Oh, so that's not very long at all. Then I'm very impressed because that means that your current level of English was simply because you made such an effort to improve yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's really really great. And can you tell me why you want to study in America?
Because compared to the Chinese education, I think there it is more free in America because students can come up uh, with objections, not just following the teacher like in China.
Mm-hmm.
Students just need to follow the teacher and following the teacher's order, but you can't come up with your different idea. So I think it's more free in America, and also I think the American school has four sides. But like I have read a story about Bill Gates. At that time, Bill Gates, his school, uh, 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 his school offer computers to students. But at that time, the computer is not very common.
Mm-hmm.
So I think uh, school in America has four sides, and it will be beneficial to my future.
Okay, yeah, those are great reasons why you should definitely come here. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next part of the interview. If you could go to the listening section of that diagnostic that I sent you.
Okay, I can go to this section.
Yes, great. Okay. On page 5, part 3, listening section, can you read the directions there?
Read the conversation below aloud and then answer the questions that follow.
Okay, great. So if you see, each question has 2 lines of conversation. So you can read the first line, I will read the second line, and then you can read the questions and the answer choices out loud. And you don't have to tell me your answer, but you can mark it on your own paper and then submit it later on. Okay? Okay. All right, let's start with Joe.
Okay. You mean this isn't an open book test?
Mrs. Smith says, not this time.
What had Joe assumed about this test?
Okay. For the next ones, you can read the answer choices out loud too, because this is supposed to kind of test your reading level. Okay? Yeah, I want to see how well you can read. Okay, go ahead with Mark.
Mark, you are going out with Larry again, Lily, just for lunch. What had Mark assumed about Lily? Do I need to read the answers here?
Yeah, you can read the answer choices out loud.
She will not be she will not waiting She would have to scroll before lunch.
Okay, and on to Kim.
Kim, my sister's birthday party is on Saturday. Why don't you come? You don't mean it. She can't be 14 yet. What had assumed about Kim's sister? She was younger, having a party. She was joking and invited to the party.
Okay, and then.
Okay. Mary, have you seen my chemistry textbook? Joe, it was on the kitchen table last night. Did you bring it to the library? Maybe you left it here. What would Mary probably do? The kitchen to study. Go to her chemistry class. Go to the library to look for her lost book. Go to the table. Okay.
Okay.
All
right.
Is there a copy machine in the building? Mike, no. But there's one in the building next door. What will Justin about this do? Hey, ask Mike to make a copy for him. He goes to next door to make a copy. Say ask for directions to the building. He takes his copies to another building.
Okay. So now we're going to move on to part 4, the speaking section. Okay, the directions read, the speaking section will measure your ability to speak about a variety of topics. And you will have about 2 to 3 minutes to prepare your answer. And you'll have up to 5 minutes to speak about the topic of your choice. So choose one of the topics listed below and discuss it for 5 minutes. Can you read the answer or the choices A, B, and C out loud?
Choose one topic listed below and discuss it for 5 minutes. Hey, what is your favorite recreation activity? Describe it can explain why you enjoy it. Discuss a time when you experienced success. Describe the experience and say why it was a success for you. Say who is the most intelligent person you know. Describe the person and specifically why you think he or she is intelligent.
Okay.
Uh,
Which topic would you like to talk about?
the second.
The second one, discuss a time when you experienced success and describe the experience and why it was a success for you. Okay, do you need a couple minutes to think about it? I'll give you some time, and whenever you're ready to start, you can begin.
Okay. I need some.
Yeah, take a couple moments. You can even take notes if you want.
Okay.
Yize, are you ready?
Okay, I can say it now.
Okay, I gave you an extra minute. Okay, let's hear it.
It was a basketball competition. Yeah, last year. Our team can play the final game, but we lost the game. But although we lost the game, but I still think we succeed. Uh, because the the team against us is very famous and the players in that team is very strong. And and that team has won this competition for 4 years. But why we still think we succeed is because uh, first is this is the first time we have joined this competition, so we can play the final game. And that we, uh, that's enough for us. And the second reason is that we didn't lost so much because if my memory is correct, the score was 77 to 84. We only lost for 7 scores. I think we played very well, and in the competition, although we know that we might lose this, but we still keep playing. We didn't give up. So, and also before this competition, me and our whole team, was trained very well, and we have prepared for this competition for 4 days. We trained a lot. So although we lost it, I think it is enough for us, and I think it is a good experience for me uh, because uh, to be honest, this is my first time uh, to lost a game in this situation because we uh, before this competition when every other competitions I face, if I train very hard, I can always win the win some awards. But this time we lost, so I think it is very good for us to know that we can lose lost too. So uh, we need to prepare, and we are not very good as we think. So uh, we so we know this experience. So I think uh, it is enough for us, and we know lots of things. So I think we succeed.
Okay, yeah, that's a great story of. I love stories with the underdogs. Do you know what an underdog is?
No,
An underdog is like as a story of when, like for example, like in your story, there is either an athlete or a team who usually does not do very well, and they have maybe like a losing streak, but then they play a game and then they win, and a lot of the people who are rooting for them, it's a great feeling for them to see that their team wins. So, okay. Yeah. Oh, well, you did a really good job, and that's a great story of overcoming a challenge for you and leading your team to success. So, well, definitely now I know when I'm looking for a school for you, it's definitely going to have a basketball team. What are some other things that you would like to have at your school?
um, of course, I want robots class too. I'm
Mm-hmm.
good at it, and also uh, I want to set up a Chinese culture class. Chinese culture.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I'm Chinese, so I want to tell others about my country, China.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and it will be convenient for me because I'm from China, so I can know lots of things about my country, like the history or the culture.
Yes, you can definitely do that.
And yeah, uh, and also I don't know if this school requires students to wear uniform or not.
Each school is different. Many schools do require a uniform, though. Is that something that you don't want to have?
Uh, because uh, mm, I think it is fine because but I think uh, just to whether to need to wear uniform or not can uh, suggest the schools like is the school more free or the schools the teachers they are more strict. I think
Mm.
yeah we can know it from the schools need students to wear uniform or not.
And what kind of school would you like?
Uh, I prefer a school not to require students to wear uniform, but if the school requires students to wear uniform, I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Yeah. I think you'll find that a lot of the schools, even though they may require students to wear uniforms, generally the atmosphere and the environment, and definitely the rules of the schools can be a lot maybe freer than what you're used to in China. And obviously, the amount of freedom that you have in your classroom and your assignments and team projects and things like that, you might find it quite a different experience here. Yeah. Okay, so what about school? Something like school location or school size? You seem like you have a very outgoing personality. I think you would do very well at a large school with lots of students. Is that something you would feel comfortable with?
Uh, I don't care about this because I think I can be comfortable at every situation.
Oh, that's a
So
great quality to
uh,
have. Yeah, very
yeah,
adaptable.
I don't care about this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so even location, it doesn't matter to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if the school is near a big city, I think uh, it has some advantages.
Mm-hmm.
And even the school is in some place very far away from the city, I think they also have some advantages too. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
definitely.
will be more focused on the advantages, not the disadvantages.
Yeah, that's such a great attitude to have. That's really good. Okay. All right. Well, now that I know this, I'll definitely find some really great schools for you. And are you planning on taking the TOEFL test again, or no more?
Uh, I think no more because I don't have time.
Okay.
I'm very busy.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I was just wondering if some students take it more than one time to get a better score or something, but that's okay. Okay. All right. Well, that concludes our interview. So, I just want to tell you that you did a really good job today, and it was very nice meeting you. And I'm very impressed with your English. So I think that no matter what school you end up at, you will be very, very happy and you'll be very successful. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time. And don't forget to finish the rest of the assessment and email the answers back to me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Do you have an American name, by the way?
What?
Do you
Sorry,
have
what?
an Do you have an American name?
Um. Yeah. Um, Martin. Martin.
Martin. Okay. It was very nice speaking with you, Martin.
Okay.
Okay. Bye bye.
Goodbye.